Alright, man. It's an early day. On our way to the NJ Real Estate Expo today, man. So, it's my first time doing this real estate thing, so I'm looking for all the knowledge I can get. YouTube can only take you but so far. So, I'm going to an expo. It's about an hour away. Started at 9 o'clock. I've already looked at the schedule, so I know what's important to me to see. And the first one wasn't too much, but I'm gonna see what I can get while I get in there, because they're not long. And the reason I don't go to these things is because most of the time they're just trying to sell you something. So they put all these people in this room and they all just give you a nice little I don't want to say intro, because I don't want to just I don't want to say intro because I've never been to one, so I don't have the experience to really make an opinion on it yet, but I will do that at the end of this. But like sometimes when you go to these things, they just try to sell you something. They give you a little intro and then they try to sell you something. I'm hoping that's not this, because I did pay a decent amount of money to go to this, so I did invest in going into this expo. So we're gonna see exactly. It's the first time. I have some questions. I paid for the VIP, and VIP allows you to go to dinner with some of these guys and be able to pick their brain and have a conversation. And that's where I'm at, because even with this first deal, the stress of a first deal, because you're banking on numbers, right? And what if and these are just what you're analyzing, but what if the people that are appraising the property, this, that, and the third, does not meet the numbers that you're trying to hit? So especially when it comes to a 4-unit building, because it's not considered commercial, and when it's not considered commercial, you can't use like the market rents or the rented apartments for them to evaluate your number. They base it off of similar properties in the area. So, anything under 5 units is not considered commercial. So it's a tricky situation. And I've analyzed this property multiple times just due to stress and making sure, because I've borrowed so much money that needs to be paid back, and I need to be able to walk away with a profit. So, and with our current climate and the political space, and understanding what the financial market is looking like, it gets a little scary sometimes, and maybe these things be fear mongering, I don't know, but it's still scary as your first time investor. So we're gonna go up here today, and we're gonna go to the expo and just see what we can learn. It's all day. It's from 8 a.m. all the way until like 4, and then there's like a dinner at 6. So yeah, and then in between you get to network with people. So I'm also looking forward to networking with people, finding people in the same space, and connecting, and hopefully being able to generate some income with some people. So yeah, so that's what today is looking like. We're on our way. I got my Osmo with me, so I may just get some filming done inside just to show you guys the space, show you some of the classes, and some of the things these are things that you should do when starting out. Finding like-minded people and getting to know them and picking their brains and learning the things that you need to learn, because I'd rather learn off of other people's experiences, man. I don't want to have to go through the bad experience if I can learn what somebody else did, and that'll help me not do it. So yeah, man, let's get to the expo. Peace. Alright, man, we just got here. It's like an hour drive. I know the first class started at 9, so it's not one I wanted to see, so I'm taking my time. But yeah, I'm gonna take you in. We're gonna switch from this camera to the Metas, and I also brought my Osmo, so it may not be as cinematic as I would like, but the main thing for today is the message and to learn. So I'm going to try to film whatever I can film, but reality is I want to be engaged and focused on what's being said, because it's a lot going on in the market and I want to understand it a little bit better so I can better underwrite deals, because that's really what it's about. Because once you find a deal, you have to be able to underwrite it and be able to understand how much you're going to make, if you can lose. And right now we're looking at 28 unit apartment complex or apartment buildings, 3 buildings. So it's 2 with commercial spaces and then this 1 big building that we're looking at. And you know, when you go into these things, it's a totally different animal, and I just want to make sure that my next move is my best move. So let's rock out, let's go up in here, let's see what they talking about, and let's see what we can learn, people. Let's see what we can learn, people. You feel me? Let's go. All right, man. So yeah, it was just like I said, you know, a bunch of stuff where they're trying to sell you their products, you know. So what they do is they educate you, and then they you know, schedule you calls and things like that. So basically they're in there networking as well. So it's pretty much, you know, it's my first time, so it was a great networking event and I enjoyed myself. I met a lot of people, spoke to a lot of people, and you know, this is not bad for even people like, because sometimes I can consider, not even sometimes, I'm like an introvert. I don't like talking to people, but it's fairly easy. I don't even want to say I'm an introvert. No, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. It's just hard for me to just walk up to random people. But this setting makes it a lot easier because we're all there for the exact same thing. And especially when it comes to business and trying to make money, I think it's easier to walk up to these booths and talk to them to understand what their products are and see how it can help you in your business. And I got a ton of cards. Like I got a ton of things to really, like, this is just some of the cards that I got from, you know, so ton of cards, and posters, all types of stuff. So, you know, and the beauty of it all is that I'm able to now have all these connections that I can reach out to, which I'm making a ton of calls Monday, Tuesday, because there are a few people that I would love to talk to and pick their brains about things. But the night is not over. I paid for the VIP package, so now I'm on my way to meet with the guy that put all this together. His name is Nick. So we're all going to go out to eat, and we're going to be able to sit down and talk, and I'm going to be able to pick all their brains and basically talk about what I'm doing and what my next steps are, and see what their thoughts on and seeing how they feel about our current market. Because our current market, based on just what's going on in the world, I'm dying to see what these guys' thought processes are. I'm going to continue to invest. I know we may be in a bad spot now, but we may be in a good spot later. So no matter when's a good time to invest, the best time to invest of what they say is now. So not later. You should be investing now. So I'm going to continue to invest, even knowing that things may get ugly a little bit. But it's all about just getting some assets that can appreciate and make you money in the long run, so I can retire before I'm 70. So let's go out to dinner. I'm gonna take you in as best as I can. I'm not good at these things, so I do have the metas on, so I will be trying to, give you a little insight of it. But yeah, let's go to dinner now, man.